Another Cosby accuser comes forward. She's kept a secret about him for 3 decades. Does her story change everything? Let's get started. All right, joining us, I've got Charlotte Laws. She reported in Salon that she met Cosby through a friend back in 1980. That same friend, whom she calls Sandy, later told Charlotte that Cosby had drugged her and then had sex with her. Here's a quote from Sandy that Sandy you put that Charlotte you put from Sandy in your article. Quote, "Bill drugged me last night, then had sex with me. I don't understand it. It's not like I would have said no to anything." Charlotte, fill this out for me. I read your article in Salon, and so she was someone who had a consensual relationship with him, so didn't understand why he would drug her. Is that right?
Right. I mean, it made no sense to her, and she was really pretty, sexually wild, and she was willing to go along with anything, and, it didn't make any sense.
Did she understand it or think of it as a rape, or did you even?
No, she didn't ever categorize it that way, and I never thought of it as sexual assault because she didn't categorize it that way, and I felt since she was the victim of the drugging, it was her decision to decide how to define it. Sure. And I also thought it was a one-off. I mean, I didn't think he was drugging other women. I mean, and she didn't either. I mean, that was not something that we anticipated at that time, and we thought, she thought it was intentional, but I thought maybe it was some kind of an accident. Maybe he had given her something that reacted in an unusual and unexpected way and had knocked her out. And, one time it happened and it would never happen again.
And people are struggling with why women are waiting so long to discuss this. Is that why you waited so long to bring this forward? It wasn't until you heard the other stories you thought maybe something is going on here? And as a second part to that question, you have described him, your relationship with him, as something very appealing.
Yeah, I mean, he was always respectful with me, caring, generous with his time. He never offered me a pill. I mean, I never saw that side of him. And so it's like these two different personalities. It was very hard for me to put that all together. But I didn't even think about coming forward until 2005 because I didn't think there was anything to come forward about. And in 2005 is when I heard the first woman came forward with her story, and I thought, oh my God, I can corroborate this. I know about this. I've known about this since 1981. There are other victims out there. And that's when I was in a quandary. I didn't know what to do. Should I come forward? Should I not? And I wasn't a victim myself. So I thought, should I really come forward? Because I'm not an actual victim. I'm just someone who knew about this for so many years. And then what happened is other women started coming forward to corroborate the first woman's story, and I thought, oh, I'm not needed. But I think that was a mistake. I think it's very important that people come forward and say what the truth is and not just assume someone else is going to take care of the problem.
And that's what I thought was so powerful when I read your article, Charlotte, was the fact that you said that it's never too late to come forward. And I think that resonates with a lot of people. But also, you saw Bill Cosby after, right? After that one incident. In 2005. So how was your relationship post? Did you ever confront him about your girlfriend? Have you heard from him as of recent?
No, the last time I saw him was in 2005, and I had arrangements to go backstage with my family when he was performing in Oakland, California, and the allegation from the first woman had just surfaced. It was all over the news that particular day. And so that's when I was in this quandary. I mean, should I cancel? Should I go backstage? Should I confront him? Should I not? I didn't really know what to do. And when I walked in the dressing room, he said, did I ever drug you? So it was like a way for him to diffuse the tension of the news story and maybe also to test me to see what I was going to say to that, if I was going to say something about Sandy or not.
Wow. Charlotte, I'm going to ask you to stand by for a second. I want to bring our panel in. We'll hear from you more in just a second.